Hey sis, welcome back to I'm Uniquely Made, and I'm your host, Monique. And I know I look ratchet today, okay? I know I look whatever, okay? We not here for that today. Today is not about makeup or anything like that. Today is about being your most natural self, okay? So that's why I'm not done up like I usually am sometimes, because you know I love my makeup. But today I am announcing that I am rolling out, okay, my free, okay? Did you hear that? Get that. My free Faithful Fitness digital journal. And this journal was created for me to document my fitness journey that I am about to embark on. But I also wanted to make it available for my sisters, okay, in case they wanted to join me on this journey too and document their experience. So October is here. It's basically tomorrow, I feel like. October is here, and for October, starting in October, I wanted to really start focusing more on fitness because it's the last quarter. Okay, y'all, it's the last quarter of the year. And I really wanted to start breaking some habits, start removing some things in my life, and also inputting some things in my life in light of the new year. I wanted to start now because I didn't want to wait until 2022. I didn't want to wait for a New Year's resolution. I just wanted to be able to go into 2022 with habits, good habits already in place. So that way I won't have to try to start getting in the swing of things in the middle of a snowstorm. See, now it's great weather. It's cooler now. You know, before like the snow starts, snow probably won't start until the next like 2 months or so. So I thought now would be the perfect time to start initiating this this journey, because it's cool out, and in the summertime it's much hotter, okay, to start like a fitness journey because it be hot. You be like, I'm not going outside, okay? So now is like the perfect time for me, at least. Also, holiday season is approaching, so this will be a great time also for me to like really hone in on self-control, because when Thanksgiving come around, when Christmas comes around, you get like Thanksgiving part 2. We tend to eat more than we need. We tend to overeat. We just eat a lot, and we forget that gotta go somewhere. Okay, like that food has to go somewhere, and we're not really like burning as many calories during the cooler weather because like we're not really getting out much. And I thought this would be a great time to say, you know what, I'm not gonna overeat this season. I'm gonna have just enough to say, oh, that was good, and I don't have to be full, So when you're faced with like that challenge, like it's easy to say no to food when you're not presented with anything, but it's really hard to say no to food when it is right in front of you, So I think the challenge is saying no. The challenge is turning down, The challenge is the sacrifice. So that's another reason why I want to start this year. So if you're familiar with my channel, Faithful Fitness is not like a new term on my channel. Okay, I did this series last year in October actually, where I did a 6-week series for the Faithful Fitness journey. I did a program designed by another YouTuber. I did a Darling Body program, and she gave us like a list of meals and whatnot that we could eat or whatever. She gave us 6 weeks worth of exercises, and I think I've really seen a significant change when I did that series. But I definitely wanted to go ahead and like switch things up and do things the way that fits like my life and like my lifestyle. So I'm still gonna document this journey on YouTube. I'm still gonna document it like every Friday, upload a like summary of my week, like a video compilation a video compilation of my week, and then import that or upload that to a Faithful Fitness Friday video on Friday. But I just don't know if I'm going to do that like every single day, like record every single day. But in addition to that, that's why I wanted to roll out my Faithful Fitness journal, because I wanted to document the emotional aspect of this journey. Because I truly believe we do things for a reason. Like, we don't eat sometimes because we're hungry. We eat sometimes because we be bored, okay? And there's an underlying reason behind that. Like, if you keep asking yourself, well, why am I eating? Well, I'm eating because of this. Well, why am I doing that? Because of that. Well, why? Like, journaling is like very therapeutic for me. even more so than talking to someone, because when I write it down, I'm able to like reflect on the words that I'm writing. And to me, it's kind of like, well, that don't make sense, Monique. Like, that's not, like, I can look back. I can kind of like rewind. If I'm talking to someone, it's really hard for me to like rewind in that conversation rather than it being on paper. And I can kind of like, well, that's how I was feeling when I decided to eat that whole bag of chips, you know, or that's what I was feeling when I wanted to eat that whole, you know, pint of ice cream, you know. So for me, writing is therapeutic. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but it's therapeutic for me, and that's why I'm incorporating journaling this time around. This season is all about just self-control, whether I completely eliminate something or I say, you know what, I can have a little bit, you know, but I can't have the whole thing. See, me, I be wanting the whole thing or something. Like, don't give me a taste, please. Like, I need the whole thing. And I feel like God needs me to practice self-control so that he can take me where I need to be taken to. Whether it's self-control in my tongue, in the way I eat, in the way of my thinking. Self-control is definitely top tier of something that like I struggle with. And being so, I really never presented my body to God as a sacrifice as far as like keeping myself a virgin. I feel like this way, by turning down things or just like fasting or, you know, taking some things away that I truly like, I am presenting myself as a sacrifice so that the Lord can dwell in me. Our bodies is where the Lord dwells. So if we're not taking care of our bodies, then we're making it very hard for him to use us. Because when we're feeling tired or sluggish or we're thinking about food like after we've already ate, that means we're not keeping our mind focused on him, and we're not keeping our mind focused on others who may need like our assistance in something. Like, we're just keeping our minds on us, which we shouldn't do. Like, we shouldn't be worried about us. We should be worried about God's business and helping others. But anyway, guys, that is neither here or there. We're going to talk more about that when we get into the Faithful Fitness series, like in the upcoming episodes over the next 12 weeks. We will talk about, you know, the food aspect more. We will have more conversations like this, but I really want to get into this journal so that you can see how it functions and what you can do as well to like modify it to fit you. So let's go ahead and get into this journal. Okay, y'all, so here is the Faithful Fitness journal. This is the cover page. So this is the, you know, front of the journal, in quotes, what have you. It is spiral bound or ring bound, but, you know, little details matter. So this is the front, okay? So we move on to the second page. I list some scriptures of encouragement. Psalm 46:5, God is within her, she will not fall. Proverbs 31:17, she is energetic and strong and a hard worker. Okay, so these are just like scriptures where you can just look over and just pull some encouragement from to keep going. And of course, I had to add a prayer in there. So before, you know, you start your day, you can go ahead and read this prayer. Lord, I thank you for this day that you have made, this new day to present my body as a living sacrifice. Our bodies are given to us to do your work. A healthy body gives us the energy to do your work. As Christians, taking care of our bodies is taking care of the place where the Holy Spirit dwells. As I encounter this day, I pray for self-control over my body. I pray for self-control over my mind and body. I pray I do not let feelings dictate what I consume. I pray I do not fall into temptation. But if I do, I call on you, Jesus, to help me fight through. I pray for grace when I stumble and strength to get back on track. I pray these things in your name, Jesus. Amen. So I feel like this is just a powerful prayer to keep us reminded that we are to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. Okay, so definitely a great prayer. Moving on to the next page. It's just a little like overview, what have you. So faithful fitness is basically about remaining faithful in fitness. Similar to our faith in God, we pray and we wait, but in the meantime, we take appropriate actions that's going to get us there. That's activating your faith. You may not see the results instantly or even in a short time frame, but as long as you put in the work, you will begin to see and feel the results. So I don't know about y'all, like sometimes when I'm, I've been working out for a couple of weeks or been on a diet, I be like, is this weight coming off? Like, it don't even seem like it's coming off. And that's how I feel when I pray. I be like, does God even hear my prayer? Like, is God gonna work it out for me? But trust and believe, you still activating your faith, you are going to see results. Okay. Then over here, it's just like as you journal throughout the week, write down everything you are feeling, every struggle, every struggle you have faced and are facing, every accomplishment, everything you are going through, big or small. I believe this helps see the areas where we are struggling in, but also gives us a moment of reflection to be proud of ourselves for what we were faced with and overcame. Okay, and it also says feel free to modify your journal. There are more blank pages added for you. So like I said, this journal is more so for the emotional part of fitness, the things that cause us to want to eat, when we're feeling bored or when we're feeling mad, or to really jot that down, but to also jot down the good things when we decided to turn something down. We were handed 2 slices of pizza, but we said nah, I'm okay. When we had the opportunity to eat everything on our plate, but we said, no, I'm gonna save some for later. So in those moments of achievement, or a moment to be proud, we want to jot those things down so that way we can reflect on it and be like, you know what, I said no before. Okay. So here on this page and the next couple of pages, I added in some tips to kind of help you get started on your track, especially if you're like just beginning. So clothing is definitely a must. Like, I know some people wear like regular bras sometimes, but I feel like if you wear a regular bra, like your chest area might be, bouncing all over the place. So then you might feel self-conscious and might not want to work out. So we have to really equip ourselves in the best way possible. So that way we can do what we got to do. So in the morning time, you got to get dressed. You got to put on, if you're exercising first thing in the morning, put on your workout clothes. Make sure you have comfortable shoes, a nice outfit to wear, because if you wear, like, what did I say here, I think sweatpants may cause sweat spots in your crotch area, which can look like you essentially maybe peed on yourself, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure that you prepare yourself ahead of time. So here's some tips on equipment. Don't think too much of equipment. Your body will work just as well, your body weight. So you don't need to, spend too much money on equipment. Girl, use that chair, okay? Use them milk jugs, all right? Like, no need. Make the time. I know that we're busy, but we got to make the time. Even if the time is not somewhere where you would sneak in exercise, girl, if you're waiting for that chicken to come out the oven, do some jumping jacks, okay? If you're playing with the kids, girl, pick that child up and put them on your back and maybe squat at the same time. Use them as a weight. I don't know, instead of, trying to bring all the laundry upstairs at one time, girl, take that laundry one by one, okay? Walk up and down them steps. It's in the little things that's going to really, make us feel accomplished, So make the time. Pick some tunes, okay? Music is very important to, like, when we're exercising, especially if, like, we're diligently exercising, like we're really exercise, like we're doing an exercise routine, rather than like, doing laundry and trying to sneak in an exercise. What I'm saying is, like, when we are going to exercise, I feel like music really sets the tone, like, especially when, like, you're synchronized with the beat. So even sometimes I might come up with my own choreography to a dance, and I constantly practice that choreography without it feeling like a job, without it feeling like a workout. I practice that choreography, pretend I'm a dancer on stage, I gotta get it right, and I practice that choreography, and after half an hour, I've been exercising. Even like Spanish music and like reggae music, it really gets me like pumped up because I really like want to move and I want to move fast. So, you know, and I don't know what the words they saying, so I don't feel, you know, too convicted. Okay. All right. So lastly, of course, is food. You know, you are what you eat. And I really don't want to touch too much on food because, like, you know, you can have what you want just in moderation. You know, you just have to practice self-control. You can't have the whole pie. You can't have the whole 2 liter of soda. Like, we just simply can't, okay? And so I just want to say, like, if you decide to have, you know, potatoes or a bagel in the morning, don't choose another bread item for lunch or dinner, you know? Try to switch it up. Try to have more fruit towards the day and vegetables, and then try to save, like, the bread, the pasta and stuff, maybe for dinner, you know? But we have to really modify what we're doing, like what we're consuming. And also, when you want to start losing weight, you definitely want to be like in like a caloric deficit. So if your body takes about, for instance, if my body takes about 2,400 calories to maintain my weight, so I'm like 220 pounds. If I want to maintain 220 pounds, I have to consume about 2,400 calories a day. But if I'm trying to get down like to 215, then maybe I should drop that to less than 2,400 calories. Maybe I should consume 500 calories less, so that maybe my daily consumption is 1,900, you know? So you want to be in a caloric deficit to start seeing weight drop off. The more, if you eat over your calories, you're going to gain weight. If you eat less than what your body needs, you're going to lose weight. So that's definitely like the main point. Okay, so here is where we're beginning. So this is where we're beginning on October 1st. So, you know, October 1st is going to go here. We're going to put our date and the weight, our weight on October 1st. We're going to put our measurements if you feel like it. You don't have to. I am. But then we're going to put, like, I had this as an example. I meant to delete that. But then we're going to put a before picture of the front, a before picture of the back, and that's what we're gonna do on these pages. So here we're gonna put like our picture. So you might want to take a picture like horizontally, so maybe take a picture like this, rather. I don't know if you want to take a picture, or just simply make it fit like this in the box or whatever, but it's totally up to you. So we're gonna put a before picture right here, a before picture right here, and then a before picture of the side, okay? And that's where we're starting off, all right? And then I just have like a nice little quote here: a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, because we're on a journey here, okay? But we gotta take the step, the first step to head there, because we ain't gonna get there if we don't move. So we gotta take a step. So this is helping us take a step, okay? And so here we're gonna put the same thing on October 1st, okay? And then our weight. But every Friday after that, so October 1st, October 8th, October 15th, and so forth and so on, we're going to do a weekly weigh-in. Again, that's up to you, but that's what I like to do. So this is on Fridays. This is our Faithful Fitness Friday. We're going to do a weekly weigh-in. And here is where we're going to document, like, how we're feeling that week. Now, you can do it on the daily basis if you want to, okay? Like, there's more journal prompts here. Like, there's more of these blank pages you can add if you want to, because I only added like 5 in like a month's time, okay? But you can add more pages to write more stuff. So if you want to do it daily, just add more pages so that we have space to write. But I think I might just write down maybe like 2 sentences a day for me. So like I might bring up the text box here, right? And write Monday. This is my journal entry. Monday. I had 2 Oreos. I felt good that I didn't eat the whole package. You know? And then it'd be like Tuesday, or Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. However you see fit. I also have a Apple Pencil too where I can write. So I might, Monday. If you have a stylus or something, you can write it down as well. So it's all up to you, personal preference. But I might do both. I might type sometimes. I might write. Who knows? But the same thing here. You can either type it in the box, okay? You can either type it in, or you can write, 10. I'm sorry. I gotta open up a new box. Or you can write 10, 8, So, personal preference. And like I said, you can either write a sentence a day just to kind of, write down your feeling for the day. Or you can go ahead and write a whole journal entry if you want to for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you can add more pages in between here for the following week of October. But at the end of the month, this is the end, we are going to add a picture. So, the end of the month, you're going to add your picture, of if, you see, if you feel like it, who knows what kind of changes will be made, but I feel like just documenting it and possibly seeing the change will keep you encouraged. So just add your front, back, and side picture. And then here is the monthly recap. So you can write a journal entry about, like just your month all together, how you felt about it, what was the hardest thing, what was the easiest thing, your accomplishments, and what you want to work on next month. You know what I mean? So that way when we get prepared for November, you already have an idea of what you want to work on in November. So in November, you're starting out, on Friday with the same date. Okay, the first Friday in your week, all right? And then you're doing the same thing, all right? And then we're in December, the same thing. Because, again, this is 3 months, okay? And so then I have at the end, so December ends right here, with the monthly recap. But I also have blank pages, like I said, added for you in case you want to add more. So this is the Good Notes app, okay? Down here, this is the Good Notes app, all right? So the way I add pages is I take the blank page, okay, and I move it to wherever I want it. So let's just say I want to add more pages right here, I can. Or, okay, or if I know I'm going to need more pages right here in December, I can go ahead and hit the plus sign and hit current template, and it adds more pages for me. So you can do it 2 ways. If you've already filled it up and you want to add a blank page, just go ahead down to the bottom and import that page wherever you need it imported. But if you haven't filled up the pages, you can just go ahead and select the blank page and duplicate it, okay? All right. So, and if you want to modify this, like if you want to add like your own detail, let's say you want something where you can track, like just say you want to add something to like this page. So you might want to take this page and write down water intake, Let's say you want to take this page and write water intake. All right. So you want to make this page your water intake thing. So you might take that, add a picture or something. Let's just say, I don't know. Let's just say I want to use this as my water intake. I'm just using whatever picture I got. I just add a photo, and then let's just say I drank one cup of water. I can cross that out. Let's just say I drank 2 cups of water. I can cross that out. 3, 4, 5. I'm just saying, like, you can modify it any way you want to. You can add stuff to it. Whatever you see fit that you need in your digital journal, you can go ahead and add information, okay? This is just like a base. Like, you don't have to, like, just use this base, okay? Like, you can add whatever you want to add. If you feel like you need a a recipe journal, okay? If you feel like you need like a recipe journal, go ahead and add that. Go ahead and add like where you want to, you know, have your recipes. So you might want to make recipes or whatever. And then you go ahead and do what you gotta do. You know, you can make it yours, okay? So that is it. That is what the journal consists of. Again, this is for 3 months. So yeah, and that is it. Okay, sis, so that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed that little walkthrough, and I hope it made things a lot simpler for you to be able to go ahead and modify and use the journal. But you can go ahead and download it right now beneath this video in the description section, and then, you know, download the PDF and import it to whatever PDF software you have. And if it's on your phone, I believe you can type on it if it's on, but it's more user friendly like on like a tablet or maybe even a computer. On a phone, it may be, you know, it will be much smaller, probably even more so harder to type in the spots, but I'm pretty sure it can be used in there. But like I said, it's more user friendly on a tablet or a laptop. But just go ahead and download it now so that way you can be prepared, okay, for October 1st. You can be ready. You can start taking your photos and your measurements and stuff like that, and yeah, get prepared. I also want to say I'm starting a book reading with my aunt and her book club, and we are actually starting Women Evolve. So we're actually starting that on October 1st. So it just goes very hand in hand with what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm really trying to evolve here. I'm really trying to just to step things up. I'm really trying to allow God to use me more so versus than me fulfilling what I feel like I need to do, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited for this change. I hope that other women join me. And if you do join me, please let me know. Okay? Please let me know so that way I can encourage you as well. And then you can encourage me. But if there's anything that you think you would need, like on the journal or in the journal, please let me know. I can add more pages for you, and yeah, I think that will be it. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, sis. I'm unique.